Welcome back to the War Room. My name's Tom. I'm joined here with Fred. Today we are analysing Charming Nick. There's two races we want to analyse, his two starts for his career to date. The first one will be his Swan Hill 7-length victory. The second one will be his competitive run at Sandown on debut over 1,300 metres. But let's get into the Swan Hill one first.
As we can see here, he decided to go for a more positive start out of the barriers. He rolled straight to the forward and said last run and debut, Harry Coffey pulled him back and he found himself probably at a length off the tail of the field. Here it was much more positive and got himself onto an on-pace position. Yeah, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, if we just pause right here, you can see the front on Great Stewart's vision here. You can see the wave that Charming Nick still tending to over-race. Now, a key piece of information here in comparison to his Sandown run is that he gets the blinkers for the first time here. And occasionally that can allow horses to race a little bit keenly. So you can see when we talk about racing keenly, he's obviously got his head up and sort of overreacting a little bit. You can see the horse in front there has got a much more level head and is staying quite put. So obviously there's a lot of scope for improvement still off that as well as he learns how to react in the manners of racing. So already a really good sign to see early that he's got a lot of improvement to come with that front on vision.
Yeah, and as we can see here, he starts to relent and corrects himself, and he just looks like the best horse who's racing trains. Like he's relaxed, he's not doing too much. And then we can see when he gets onto the straight, he pulls out smartly, gets tailed into the race by the leader. She pulls out, and the rest is he takes care of himself. It was much better than his run and debut where he's green. His limbs are still a bit everywhere and he's very raw in his action. Still a lot of improvement, as you said, but look, there's plenty of good signs to move forward.
Yeah, as you said, like he looks the winner at further than 600 metres out. Clearly the best horse in the race, and just a little bit on the times of this Swan Hill victory. So he ran 1:16.15. There were two other 1,300 metre races on the card there at Swan Hill. The first one was race 3, which was another 1,300 metre maiden. That was run at 1:17.01, so almost a second slower than Charming Nick's run. And then race 7 was a 0 to 58 1,300 metre race with the older horses. That was 1:16.80, so another 0.6 off Charming Nick's run as well. So clearly it's stacked up on the times. They ran 9.66 legs quicker than standard well, and Charming Nick's last 600 figure of 34.02 under really no riding, as you saw from that video. So quite impressive, and it's worthy now to go back to his Sandown run and see how well that he's improved from run 1 to run 2.
Here we've got his Sandown run on debut, 1,300 metres. Here we go, mate. I'll throw it to you. Tell me how he jumped and travelled.
Yeah, plenty of merit to this performance. He finishes 5th on this occasion. He doesn't jump away fast, which was shown in his Swan Hill race as well. He sort of jumps out neutrally, but this time, in comparison to his Swan Hill race, Harry Coffey drags him back, as you mentioned. So he sort of settles last in the field. Flamboyant Lad drops out, but he settles last in the field and just travels a little bit keenly again, and sort of a reason why that the blinkers were applied at that second start then at Swan Hill. But in this part of the run, throughout the mid-stages, he actually travels all right. But he's back in the field. Yes, we know it's hard to win from there, but he's actually travelling like a horse that knows what he's doing, which is good to see. And it's backed up by the way that he sort of peels into the race, which is what you're talking about.
Yeah, look, he's found himself in a position at the back of the field here, and he has a bit of a squeeze from Harry, and he starts to go. But then he lays in and runs into the horse next to it here, and he's forced to change legs, which unfortunately he's lost a lot of momentum. There was one stage there where I thought he was going to win the race, as did many people.
Yeah, definitely.
Harry said that he gave him a perfect feel at the top of that bend, and then laid in and was goofy, confused. So that's why they kind of put the blinkers on as well, getting to concentrate on the task at hand instead of getting lost and confused on the straight. He finished very well. I thought he deserved to finish in 3rd place, but he obviously spent a lot of tickets there running sideways. But
yeah, definitely. And it's worthy to mention the form out of this race is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah. So Charming Nick finished 5th. The 4 horses in front of him all come out and won subsequently after this. Just a few mentions here. So first was Bossy Bonito, obviously won quite impressively on that occasion. Then came out and won a benchmark 70 in town on a Wednesday at Sandown by half a length. Second horse, El Tercero, won a Pakenham maiden after this by 1.25 lengths and an SP profile of $1.50. Then third in the race, the Muffin Man, Sandown maiden, comes out, wins by just under a length. at $1.60 SP as well, and then runs second in a $200,000 Flemington race over the weekend behind Athanatos. All kinds of folk goes to a Benalla Maiden after this run, wins by 12 lengths at $1.24, and then obviously Charming Nick comes out and wins the Swan Hill Maiden by 7 lengths. So clearly this form is stacked up, and stacked up in times as well, with it being 7 lengths quicker than standard this run as well. So it was clearly well backed at times for exactly what you want to see out of a race, pretty much.
It is, and there's shares available in Charming Nick now. So I think after seeing that, I think you might want to empty your wallets and have a go at him, because he's looking very good.
Yeah, it'd be great to see him now run in the My Racehorse Red, the iconic silks, which is great. And now that we have a majority share, that's also really exciting. We've obviously loved what we've seen, and for that reason have purchased.
Yeah, and same like Simon Stadium, they're very keen on him. We were just keener, so we approached them and we got a few more shares, which is very exciting.
Well, that concludes this episode of The War Room. Thanks for listening in. Hope you learned something from analysing Charming Nick's first 2 runs of his career to date, and we'll be back with the next episode soon.